What's up, everybody? It's Tasha here again, and I wanted to do a quick little update as I am officially in the 2-week wait, or not quite 2-week wait, I guess 10-day wait. And I have had a little bit of a development, so I just kind of wanted to fill you in on that. But first, like I said, 2 days post-transfer, I guess one blast was a 6-day and the other one was a 5-day. One had hatched where the other hadn't, but it was ready to hatch, or I guess close too. But I do have the pictures of our little MB babies. This was a frozen cycle. If you haven't seen my other videos, this is our second cycle of IVF. We transferred one embryo in February, and we didn't get a positive test. So this time we opted to transfer 2 MBs. And these were really good quality embryos. The 6BA, you can see right there where my finger is, it had already started hatching, which is super exciting. And then we have the 4A that hadn't hatched, but has great inner cells and looked really, really good too. So these are the 2 they picked to transfer, and the doctor did kind of make sure we understood that with embryos that are, really good grade, and with our health history, that there was a good chance both could stick. And she wanted to make sure we were aware that this could result in multiples, but I'm sure they kind of warn everybody that puts 2 in, is kind of what I'm thinking. But anyway, so day of transfer, I took it easy on the couch. I was pretty much on bed rest. I just kind of laid around, watched TV, didn't get up a whole lot, probably more than I should have, but it's kind of hard to lay around when you have an 8-year-old running around the house, and 2 wild dogs. But yesterday, I was allowed to resume normal activity with the exception of like strenuous exercise and heavy lifting. So me and the little went to the mall to do a little early school shopping, since school starts in almost exactly a month from tomorrow. But anyway, we got there, around 11-ish, 12, and by 2 o'clock I had started really cramping and just feeling really uncomfortable in my lower stomach. It's kind of the feeling you get when you're literally about to start your period, like the hour or 2 before, or at least me. That's how I felt at 2. So I was like, what in the world? And then on top of that, I started kind of getting a burning sensation, and it didn't like burn when I went to the bathroom, but it was just kind of a constant. And I was like, what in the world is this? So I did call my IVF nurse to let her know about it, and she said that it could be trauma from the embryo transfer, just because I had to hold my full bladder for about 3.5 hours, which I have a little tiny bladder, and holding it that long for me is just like excruciating. So she said it could be from holding my bladder that long, or just kind of the trauma down there, and any kind of inflammation might be making it kind of uncomfortable. So she said just try to make it through the night, and by morning, if it's still hurting or I'm uncomfortable, to come in and they would do like a urine sample to see if I was getting a bladder infection. So we get home, and 6, 7 o'clock, it just takes a horrible turn for the worse, where I'm literally in tears every time I go to the bathroom. And if you've ever had a UTI, you know that pain. It is awful. So I didn't know what to do, because of course the clinic was closed, and I didn't know what I could take, because the pain was really bad, to the point I was very close to going to the emergency room. So I called our pharmacist and asked what I could take. I explained the situation, and he said I could take the Azo pain relief. He said it would be fine to take 1 dose before bed and then go to the doctor the next day, because I guess it was a group B as far as like medicines that are safe for pregnancy. So I was able to take that, and that calmed my bladder down enough where I could relax a little bit. And I went to bed, but we had these insane thunderstorms come through Nashville that lasted hours. And so the two dogs were like terrified, and one is like a big shepherd mix, and then we have a little Yorkie Pom, and they were both like wrapped around my head in the bed where they were scared. So I got little to no sleep between that, the storms, and getting up to pee every 10 minutes, it felt like. But I woke up this morning and the bladder actually felt quite a bit better because I had pretty much gotten all of the azo out of my system at that point. And I went ahead and I called my OBGYN office because they're a little closer than the fertility clinic, and went in for a pee test just to make sure there's not an infection. And it did come back with some bacteria and some blood in it, and they're going to go ahead and treat me as if I have a UTI and put me on pregnancy safe antibiotics. She did tell me that UTIs can cause miscarriages, so they want to go ahead and treat it and not wait the week because they sent the sample off to make sure. She said it could be come back all clear and it was just trauma from the embryo transfer, but to be on the safe side, we're going to go ahead and treat it. So put me on antibiotics. I've taken one so far, and I'm trying to hold off. She told me try not to take the azo, but if I have to, try to just keep it to 1 dose a day. So I'm trying to hold off on it and hope the antibiotics kick in and I don't have to take any more of the azo. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. And on top of that, this morning I woke up feeling just cruddy. Like my head hurts and I just feel like sweaty, clammy kind of. I'm not running any kind of fever, which is good. No chills or anything. And but I don't know if that's like contributed to the bladder infection or if that could be early pregnancy symptoms or what, but I just don't feel good. And of course I'm tired, but of course I didn't sleep worth a duty last night, so I'm pretty sure that's the reason for it. I am still on estrogen and progesterone, but I've been on it for a couple weeks now and I've not had any kind of symptoms from it, so I don't think those would be causing it all of a sudden. But I'm just kind of at home on the couch again because I just don't feel good at all. But I don't know. Hopefully it's just those little babies snuggling in and it's not because of the bladder infection that I don't feel good. But I guess that's it. My boobs started getting sore really before my transfer from the good old progesterone. And but you know, they feel almost a little more like differently tender today too. Kind of like, I don't know, they're kind of a weird sore, but I have to really push to feel anything. Well, I don't know, it's probably all in my head, but I'm just trying to relax. I've been on YouTube all morning since I got back from the doctor looking at success stories and if anybody is feeling any symptoms this early on after a frozen transfer. So I'm trying not to drive myself crazy and just tell myself all of this is because of the stupid UTI that I managed to get, which I haven't had a bladder infection in 10 years. So I don't understand why I have this because obviously Seth and I haven't been intimate. We can't have any kind of sex and we haven't been able to for the last couple of weeks. So I'm really not sure where this UTI came from, but I don't know. I'm just a mess today. So I will update you guys. I'm planning on taking a pregnancy test, home pregnancy test Saturday or Sunday. My beta blood draw is next Friday, the 15th. So about a week and a half. No, it's less than it's almost, well, 1 week from tomorrow, right? Yeah, 1 week from tomorrow. So it's not very far away. But I'll probably sneak in some pregnancy tests because I really want to be able to surprise Seth. And I know it's hard to do when you're going through fertility treatments. But I kind of want to know first so I can plan a cute little reveal for him and just see that look on his face. And I would love to see a positive pregnancy test too. And just like last time, you know, if it is negative, it will help me kind of soften the blow. I can get a cry out of my system and just kind of brace myself for the official bad news like I did last time. But I'm trying to hold on to hope that all is well, and hopefully this UTI doesn't screw anything up. I'm still really crampy today, and I don't know what's going on in there, but I hope everybody's doing really good, and I will update really soon. Bye!